In this lecture video, we'll discuss welding, soldering and brazing. These three processes are metal joining process. Here, welding is a process which produce almost a permanent joint, which is as that as a single component. When two materials are joined by welding process, it will form a permanent joint. But for a welding it will produce almost a permanent joint, but for a soldering and brazing a temporary joint is produced. Thus it is mainly used, soldering and brazing are mainly used for bolts, nuts and screws. Welding is a process of joining two dissimilar or similar metal pieces by heating them to a suitable temperature and then fuse together with or without application of pressure. Means welding is a process in which the two materials or two metal pieces which are to be joined are heated and then they are joined with or without pressure. A slight gap exists between the workpiece can be filled by a material called as filler material, but welding can be carried out with or without filler material also. Welding can be classified as pressure welding or resistance welding and non-pressure welding like arc welding and gas welding. In pressure welding mainly pressure is used. It can be classified like this also: a gas welding, oxyacetylene welding, arc welding. We'll discuss for this oxyacetylene welding and metal arc welding, those we will discuss here further. Spot welding, these are the different types of welding processes, means these are the different types of metal joining process. Welding types based on the source. In if we take arc welding, there the source is electric arc is the source for the arc welding. And if we take gas welding, gas is the source. If we take resistance welding, these are the welding types and these are the sources of heat. We will discuss a type of welding called as arc welding. We will discuss arc welding. If this is arc welding, if these are the two materials which are to be joined, this is one material, this is the second material to be joined. One material, this is the base material. uh, Here an electric arc is used. Electric arc means there will be a there will be a filler material. The electric arc is produced when the filler metal is initially stuck to the base metal and then released, and a 2 mm gap is maintained there. An electric arc is produced and there good amount of heat is produced so that it will melt and the two metals will join. Here this is a base metal. Suppose if we want to join this metal here, if we want to join the base metal, this is electrode with a core wire and with a flux coating, everything will be there. There will be a core wire will be there. Filler metal is also called as electrode. Initially this electrode is stuck to the base metal and after that a small gap is left Suppose this is one metal. If these are the two metals to be joined here, this is one metal to be joined and another metal to be joined. Initially what is done is uh, uh, this electrode is used, it will be stuck initially, and after that 2 mm gap is maintained so that electric arc is developed and current heat is produced there. Heat is produced there. Due to that heat, metals will melt and they will join. This is the procedure, principle of arc welding. Electric arc is the source of heat. Electric arc is produced by striking the electrode to the workpiece. A gap of 2 mm to 3 mm is maintained to generate the electric arc. Heat generation by arc is sufficient to melt the workpiece and the molten and filler material. Molten filler material fills the gap between the workpiece and a homogeneous joint is produced after cooling. This is of one of the process uh, called electric arc welding. Working, if we in a electric arc welding, if we see an electrode is used, this is the electrode which is used to connect between the two, which is connected with the pole, and electric arc is generated by striking the electrode with the workpiece, and after that 2 mm to 4 mm distance is maintained. Electrical energy is converted to heat energy, and a temperature of 5000 to 6000 degrees Celsius is generated there. The heat that is produced will melt the filler materials. Molten filler metals is transferred to the molten base metal in the form of globules. The deposit metals fills the joint and form a single piece. Once the process is done, arc can now be extinguished by increasing the length. Means initially if the length distance between the arc and the workpiece is increased, that arc will reduce. This is uh, electric arc welding. Electric arc welding. The electrode used in electric arc welding, it may be a consumable electrode and a non-consumable electrode, and the flux which is used there, means flux is used to prevent oxidation. Flux is used to prevent oxidation, that is made up of SiO2, TiO2, MgAl2O3, and chemically it reacts with the oxides and form a slag. The slag floats and covers the top portion of the molten material and stabilizes the arc. It reduces the oxidation. A flux is used in the electrode which will reduce the oxidation. If oxidation is produced there, then it will reduce the temperature. Therefore, to reduce the oxidation, a flux is used. How it acts is chemically it produces a slag, and that forms floats over the top portion of the molten metal and reduce the prevent the oxidation of the molten metal. Another type of welding process is gas welding. In gas welding, a gas torch is used. In gas welding, gases are mixed in a proper proportion and required heat is generated. Like combination of gas may be oxygen and acetylene or oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen and acetylene, if it is used, that type of welding is called as oxyacetylene welding. Oxyacetylene welding. This may be the this is the diagram for oxyacetylene welding. Oxygen and this is the oxygen cylinder and acetylene are mixed in proper proportion, and flame is produced. Will burn the this flame will burn the this flame whatever the produced here, the flame which is produced here, that will melt the welded portions, means that will melt the metals to be welded. Here for oxyacetylene welding, these flames, whatever the flame that is produced after burning oxygen and acetylene, can be classified in different ways, like this. Either it may be a neutral flame, or it may be a oxidizing flame, or it is a reducing flame. Oxyacetylene welding is classified like this. A new oxidizing flame means oxidizing flame is obtained when the quantity of oxygen is more than the required for the perfect combustion. When the quantity of oxygen is more, oxidizing flame is produced. The inner core is pointed and very short in this. For an oxidizing flame, the flame is not required to except for the brass. Maximum temperature is 3400 degrees Celsius to 5000 here. This is a oxidizing flame. Oxidizing flame means here oxidizing flame is the one inner core is pointed. We can see here inner core, this one is inner core, it is pointed, and the temperature is 3400 to 3500 degrees Celsius, and outer envelope is small and narrow. Here this outer envelope, it is small and narrow for a oxidizing flame when oxygen is more and acetylene is less. If we take the next one, that is neutral flame, when the quantity of oxygen is adjusted that it is just sufficient to complete combustion, neutral flame is produced. The length of the inner core becomes more, means when the oxygen and acetylene are mixed properly so that acetylene is burned properly, then uh, the the flame produced is neutral flame. Here inner core, the temperature will be about 3300 degrees Celsius. Here inner core is not pointed. In the oxidizing flame, inner core is pointed. Here envelope, this is a neutral flame. Neutral flame will be like this. And oxidizing flame will be, this is a oxidizing flame, neutral flame, oxidizing flame, and third one is a reducing flame. Reducing flame means here acetylene is more. If acetylene is more, then a reducing flame will be formed. Inner core will be bright luminous inner core will be there. When that reducing flame is also called as carburizing flame. Reducing flame is also called as carburizing flame. When the quantity of oxygen is less than the required, then it will produce a carburizing flame, and the temperature is about 2800 degrees Celsius to 3150 for this one. This is a reducing flame, or it is also called as carburizing flame. These are the three types of flames that are produced from a oxyacetylene welding.